The lock-on pistol has been unvaulted, and similar to the pump shotgun, the community is torn whether it's trash or absolutely broken. I come from a different battle royale where I dominated the competitive scene for years, recently switched to Fortnite, and made it my goal to become the best together with you guys. And for that, I've been analyzing every single weapon of Chapter 5, and today I will be doing the same with the Unvaulted lock-on pistol in 3 main steps: base, loadout, and attachments. Actually not, since this is the only weapon without attachments. Yes, I thought this will be a thing for all future weapons, and I honestly thought that this weapon would be coming with attachments too, but nope. So instead of analyzing the best attachments before hopping into strategy, we will compare the lock-on pistol in depth with its competitors. The main ones being the Thunderburst SMG, the Ranger pistol, and the Striker AR. So first, before we even cover the base, let me quickly tell you what the best way to actually get the lock-on pistol is. As you can imagine, I tried very hard to get it in order to make this video, but the spawn rate is insanely low. On paper, it can spawn literally anywhere. However, guys, the spawn rate is insanely much higher, and I really mean that, when you are fishing. So if you really want this weapon, go fish right here. This is the best spot for fishing by far, and this is by far the best method for getting the weapon. Trust me, I really tried. Also, there was a rumor that there will be an NPC soon. It sells the lock-on pistol, but it is not in the game yet. I literally traveled all over the map and talked to every single NPC. It's not there yet. Don't let anyone tell you differently. That's actually how I got baited into trying this in the first place. As there was a rumor, hey, there's an NPC that sells it. I checked, there isn't. Go fish. Alright. Before we talk about the loadout, let's cover the base. First up, there's no other rarity than blue, so we will only be looking at the blue one. Saying that so you don't get confused. I am pretty sure this DPS is not accurate. This is the DPS of the initial burst that you do if you lock on with the lock-on pistol. So with the sheet being wrong, we have to go with guts here, and I'm telling you, it does a lot of DPS, especially if you play it right. I will go in depth into detail there when I talk about strategy. We will be doing a mix of using the lock-on system integrated into the weapon, as well as just spamming it. And the DPS is honestly insanely high. Damage per shot is okay. It falls off pretty hard over range. The fire rate is insanely fast. However, the mag size is very small. So you will find yourself reloading pretty often. You will not have enough damage to one-clip somebody. At the same time, reload time is very good. The vertical recoil looks very high here, but to be honest, I didn't feel that at all. And the weirdest thing is it has no, and I mean zero, horizontal recoil. On top of that, you gotta know, this is the only hit scan weapon in the game, which makes it way easier to hit than anything else in the game, which is honestly super important. Let's talk about the loadout before we compare it to the other weapons. The lock-on pistol is a good, I personally even think the best sidearm for the pump shotgun. So if you like that playstyle, it's perfect for you. I literally just did a video on the pump shotgun and how to maximize its potential. I highly recommend watching that video if you want to play the lock-on pistol. And yeah, this video is especially for my pump shotgun enjoyers, but also for people like me that like to play the auto shotgun over the pump. You might learn some very valuable info over there. If you're in team auto shotgun, just run that over the pump. Long range, you will be using either the sniper rifle or enforcer. Again, I just did a video where I went into detail for 10 minutes of the advantages of the enforcer and the sniper rifle. So also can really recommend that one. Very briefly, the enforcer advantage is the DPS. Sniper advantage is of course the potential one-shot. Enforcer, way more consistent. You will never be in a spot where you did no damage to the enemy before you're pushing, whereas sometimes you will miss the snipe and the enemy will be hidden in cover. Of course, you cannot go for peak battles with sniper rifles with an enforcer, because then you can just get one-shot. The enforcer, however, is better at, hey yo, I see someone, I try to do some damage on him before I push with the shockwave grenade, because this way you will 100% do more damage than with a sniper body shot. And this is honestly a very common playstyle, and for that the enforcer is superior. The choice is yours, enforcer AR or sniper for long range. Okay, since there's no attachments, let's compare the lock-on pistol with its main competitors. Let's start with some pistol versus pistol action here. First up, you will see DPS insanely much higher on the lock-on pistol. Again, this is not accurate. This is the DPS of the initial burst. Of course, you gotta charge that up as well, which is also time. But of course, you can open a fight with like a sneak attack with this, and then you will actually abuse the DPS. Of course, we'll talk about this in the strategy part that comes right after comparing it with the other weapons here. Definitely DPS says in favor of the lock-on pistol, yeah, 100%, even compared to the legendary pistol. Damage per shot, higher on the ranger pistol. Damage on medium and long range as well. Structure damage too if you're playing builds. Range, however, on the side of the lock-on pistol, as well as fire rate, vastly superior. However, ranger pistol does have the bigger mag, which in return, of course, means lock-on pistol has the smaller mag, compared with way faster fire rate, which means the mag is gonna be empty in no time. And then you also have the slower reload time compared to the ranger pistol, worse vertical recoil, and the unbelievable horizontal recoil of 0, which is honestly godlike. Plus you of course have the auto aim system plus hit scan advantage. I absolutely love the ranger pistol, guys. I made a full video on it. It's so underrated. It is so good. People that played this season will tell you the same. This weapon is super slept on, but I'm telling you here, the lock on pistol is way better. First couple games I played with it, I didn't think so, but once I got used to it, man, it's just so good. And yeah, the superior DPS combined with perfect hit scan accuracy makes it better for me. Yes, we'll not have enough bullets to one clip somebody, but you can of course switch to your shotgun to finish him off, which is why I like the auto shotgun a little bit more compared to the pump combined with the lock on pistol, because the auto shotgun does have way better effective range. So since of course you're gonna be using the lock on pistol range / SMG range and not on shotgun range most of the time, you will want the shotgun that can finish off people at that distance. That is the auto shotgun. I've probably said that in a loadout point, but you're getting it here. And yeah, next weapon. Lock on pistol versus thunderburst SMG. Again, comparing with the legendary here, since that's the highest rarity you can possibly get, even if it's honestly really unlikely you're gonna find this in legendary. To be fair, also pretty unlikely you find the lock on pistol at all, unless you go fishing, of course. The DPS is for sure not right here on both weapons. The thunderburst SMG 100% has more DPS than 101, but for sure the lock on pistol takes it again on DPS. Damage per shot, higher on the thunderburst. Damage on all ranges, higher on the thunderburst. And to be fair, on mid-range it is definitely easier to connect more bullets with the thunderburst SMG than with the lock on pistol, since you do have optics. However, effective range on paper goes to the lock on pistol as well. Fire rate, of course. Biggest loss is the magazine size, and this honestly really matters. You will run out of steam on the lock on pistol. You will not run out of steam with the thunderburst SMG. For people that like to spam a lot and for a long time, this matters. Reload time this time going to the lock on pistol. Vertical recoil, again, this is just a joke. This is not true. The thunderburst SMG actually has legit vertical recoil. Perhaps this is 1.8 per shot, not per burst. I could see that. So even if it says vertical recoil better on a thunderburst, it is 100% better on a lock on pistol. I guarantee that. Anybody that played both weapons is gonna say the same. And horizontal recoil, again, it doesn't get better than this. We're literally at 0. Plus we have hit scan. So accuracy wise, huge advantage for the lock on pistol. So again, we have more accuracy and we have more DPS. Yes, we run out of steam and are forced to switch guns. However, I think the lock on pistol clears the thunderburst SMG as well. And now the final weapon, guys, before I explain the best strategy how to play the lock on pistol, is of course Nisha Striker AR. Yes, we're going super unfair here, not even taking any of the basic ones, not even a legendary. We're going straight for Nishas, which is fair since you can actually probably get Nisha Striker AR easier than a legendary, to be honest. If you play it right, the lock on pistol again has more DPS, meaning you use the 4 shots with the lock-on system. However, obviously doesn't work if both players see each other at the same time. And here I would say Nisha Striker AR takes the cake on DPS. And what is actually scary is both weapons are played at the same distance. And Nisha Striker AR is for sure better on long range. So let's keep looking. Fire rate on the side of the lock-on pistol. Magazine size, of course, Striker AR. Reload time, way better for the lock-on pistol. And vertical recoil goes to the Striker. I don't buy it. This pistol just doesn't have any recoil. It just doesn't have any. And of course, we again have the hit scan advantage. I really think this is a very close one. And the lock-on pistol is way harder to master than a Striker AR. This really is a tough one. I'm gonna be going into strategy to show you guys the difference of how we actually are gonna play this one. And I think at the end, it comes down to which playstyle you like the most. Nisha Striker AR is super straightforward. It is super versatile. It works all the time. And the lock-on pistol is a little bit more niche, I wanna say. So I don't think I have a straight answer for you here. I would give Nisha Striker AR a slight advantage though, but the lock-on pistol is super legit. Okay, final point, strategy. This will be complicated as the lock-on pistol has a very unique playstyle. As I said before, it's easiest to find it literally in the water. So recommend dropping there. You're gonna be a fish for this one. You probably want to push fencing fields next, since it's the nearest vault, but you will not play Niche Striker with it. So maybe just push Lavish Lair for the auto shotgun. Getting into the vault is still super useful, of course, for your shotgun, but mainly for your sniper rifle / enforcer AR. I think both strats are valid. Either push fencing fields to get the vault ASAP, or if you feel confident, make the long way, go Lavish Lair, get your shotgun, and go in the vault after. Now the important part, fighting. You will try to sneak up on as many people as possible. Whenever you actually get to hold down right click for the pistol to lock on and get all 4 charges going before you click, you will basically hit them with a guaranteed body shot snipe, aka 100 damage, plus you can spam it right away after, so you do even more damage than with a snipe. So ask yourself, would it be good to start every single fight with a literal guaranteed sniper body shot? And the answer, of course, is yes. That's insanely good. That is almost guaranteed a one fight every time. However, to be fair, this strat only works when sneaking and the enemy hasn't seen you yet. Otherwise, of course, they're gonna shoot you when you're locking in and you will do 0 damage. Or you will be forced to just spam the weapon right away, which isn't too bad either, since DPS is absolutely insane, accuracy is the best in the game, and you're the only weapon that uses hit scan. So even an open fight isn't the worst, but of course, this is dumb AF. Don't go for 250 HP versus 250 HP death matches. Don't do it. When the sneak attack fails, use it like you would normally use your shotgun sidearm. If you play pump, shoot the pump once, then switch to it. Or when auto shotgun, keep shooting it until no longer in effective range of the weapon, which will be further than with oh my god, which will be further than with the pump. There we go. Speak hard. GSK moment. It is insanely strong when shooting out of a bush. Check out this clip here. People will think you're cheating. It is basically an infinite surprise sneak attack, and this will always work. You're gonna hit 100% of the time. You have no sniper glint, no nothing, of course. Sometimes it also bugs out and you can charge it up while in cover slightly. This is, of course, also insanely good. It does not work against riot shields, which I think is dumb AF. Whole vibe of the weapon is like, hey, yo, I'm gonna find the weak point of the enemy and shoot it by default. And the computer built into this stupid weapon shoots in the center of the shield. Just shoot the hands or like the feet. And yeah, try to abuse its perfect hit scan accuracy and the insanely high DPS. Try to charge it up as often as possible. This weapon is an absolute banger. Also, when you find the weapon, it's super important that you subscribe to the channel right now. I'm still a small channel, trying to grow, of course. But guys, I really appreciate all the good feedback and support. I'm now finally partnered with YouTube. This is literally a dream come true. Well, thank you so much again for this. This is so nice, man. It went so fast. This also means memberships exist now. I'm planning to post some more personal videos over there. But I have a small intro video for members. Emotes, of course, badges. So if you want to support the channel, you can do that now. However, you can also, of course, just like the video. Really helps. Subscribe if you're new. If you enjoyed the video and feel like you learned something, or if you appreciate the effort. Or best case, if you want to see my tips and tricks video that's coming up next. I asked you guys in the last video, in the pump shotgun video, and actually many of you said yes. You guys want to see an advanced tips and tricks video for this chapter. So already working on it. So thanks again for all the support. And I can't wait to show you guys the secret tricks I discovered. Nice and simple. With the lock-on pistol finish, guys. I like it. That was a good one.